Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Football Manager 2016. This is the World Super League with Barcelona, and today we are playing Benfica. Now, again, I'm not sure if this is the game in hand or not, because if we go to the matches here, we go to fixtures, some of us are playing, some of us aren't. I think, obviously we haven't been helped by the Club World Cup as well. I think if you look at the teams playing, so Liverpool, Valencia, City, Inter, so on, they're all playing to actually Inter aren't. Take that back. That might be us. I don't know, but at least we've got some sort of game in hand to make up here. This is the team that's going to be playing, and so obviously because we had a game midweek, I want to rotate. I want to make sure that not everyone is not knackered, and that is going to mean that Bravo plays, Dani Alves, Piqué, Vermaelen and Adriano. So Bartra has dropped. His promise thing has been going on for ages. He's got to be pleased. Yeah, I was going to say, he's at least pleased to be getting some first team football. I haven't dropped him for months. So Adriano's at left back, and we have Samper and Roberto in defensive midfield. Busquets and Mascherano, I thought I'd give them a rest. Busquets especially, 89%. I always find if your sort of player condition drops below 90%, wouldn't start them. Mania out on the right, Iniesta on the left, which I know is a bit weird, but I want to give him games because he's come back from injury. And I want to give Messi and Neymar a rest. Suarez still up front with Rakitic there in the middle. Do you know what? I'm not sure if to play Iniesta or Rakitic in the middle. Let me just see what happens if I drag them over. Actually, you know what? Rakitic has been playing poorly in the middle. I think Iniesta will play better in there, and maybe Rakitic as an inside forward, which I know is a bit weird, but I'm just trying to experiment. I don't want to fiddle with the tactics too much. So let's see then. So they're playing a almost identical formation to us. Obviously, they've got two strikers as opposed to an advanced playmaker. But they have Luizao at the back, and I don't know any other players. They've got Mitroglou on the bench, who I had briefly at Fulham, of course. But other than that, let's get into it. Pick up where they last left off. Can I not say that? Go out there and carry on. That's pretty good motivation, right? I guess I should also point out, I was going to discuss in the last video, but I'll talk about it now. I'm recording this on the day that Newcastle have hired Rafa Benitez as their manager. I tweeted out the other day that I think Rafa has some weird fetish where he must enjoy going to clubs where fans treat him terribly. You know, if we look at Chelsea, if we look at Real Madrid, and I guess Newcastle, because let's be honest, as good as the fans are up there, they do turn quite quickly. Most of the time with good reason, as Iniesta goes close. But they will give him a lot of support initially, and I know from the limited amount of reaction I have seen, let's say I'm recording this about like an hour or so after he's been hired, they are very excited by it. So fair play to Rafa. It's one thing a lot of people seem to be saying is, oh, he's gone from Real Madrid, as he is on this save, of course, because this was done before the update, to Newcastle. What a stupid move. Well, it's not like he had much of a choice in that matter, is it? You know, he hasn't gone, right, I don't fancy all this Madrid sort of thing. I don't like the good weather. I don't like having the world-class players. I don't like competing in the Champions League. I'm going to go to Newcastle instead. Bye. You know, it's not as if he's done that. He was sacked like 2 months ago, and I think like most people, he probably likes money and probably wants a job. So that's why he's taken it. And I imagine Mike Ashley, knowing him, is going to pay him quite a nice amount of cash. So I don't really blame him, especially if, you know, if there's like some sort of compensation in there, if he either, you know, does well, you know, some sort of bonus perhaps if he escapes relegation, or, you know, he gets, you know, some sort of compensation release thing in his contract if they get relegated. I don't know, but I'm sure, you know, look, don't pretend like you know what's gone on there, because no one does. It's very discreet behind the scenes thing. Don't act like you know. Anyway, what is going on with some of our shooting? It's been absolutely diabolical. Getting back to this, Mania and Iniesta have been wide of the mark and then some. Here's Rakitic now. Iniesta, who's not having the impact I thought, but Adriano, whip it in, plays it back to Iniesta. Here's Sergio Roberto. Our shots are either going horribly wide or just being whacked straight into the faces of the Benfica players. Another chance to whip the ball in, and this time denied. Very frustrating. 76% possession, I should say. But at the moment, Benfica very frustrating. I was going to say, actually, Benfica, we haven't had a single shot on target. I'm giving them far too much credit. Then again, we don't have... Well, I just realised what I've done. Messi, Neymar and Suarez have their best games as a actual trio, and I dropped them. Yes, Suarez is still playing, but here he goes. What can he do? He's not really been on a highlight so far. Oh, is it Rakitic chance? There we go. Puts it away eventually. Suarez there, though they've got to give him credit. He does really, really well. Very persistent. Very Suarez-like in real life, actually. That was pretty good. He kept going. I thought he got mowed down right on the edge of the box, but he kept going, as I say, which is unlike him. And that's put us 1-0 up with Rakitic's second goal of the season. It's kind of, as I say, he has been quite poor, shows you it. But play him out wide, and he's done quite well, funnily enough. Been probably the best player on the pitch if you look at the ratings. And now we've moved up to third after Liverpool have equalised. Once again, Daniel Sturridge on the score sheet. Oh, Rakitic offside, I thought that was a penalty. And that has meant we have gone above Manchester City, who are now on the same amount of points as us, as Suarez, again, probably should be scoring there. That's typical Football Manager. Scores a hat-trick, can't score for 3 other games then. Typical. No, I'm pretty sure he'll score. Just a matter of time. Don't you worry. Anyway, we're 3 points, as I say, as expected, behind Arsenal. That was the plan, having beaten PSG and hopefully Benfica here. Here's Roberto. Mania, oh, Suarez, can he get this one? The game is hell-bent on making sure that Luis Suarez does not score after scoring a hat-trick, because that's how this game works, apparently. I can't believe... How are Arsenal, also, I've just noticed, how are they second with +7 goal difference? I mean, look, Bayern Munich, +21, us +17, and rising, likely. City, +15, and then come United on 7 goal difference. Oh, that's a red card, 2 yellows. What do they equal, kids? They, of course, equal a red. Elizui? That guy has been sent off, and Suarez takes... Well, that is the first time I've ever seen a highlight end mid-free kick. That is weird. But he's having a poor game, and if he's having a poor game, or if most strikers are having a poor game, as you do, they should be subbed. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Who to bring on, though? I think let's swap Mania with Suarez, and then we bring Rafinha on. That works. Man, that's good. Mania looking calm. That's exactly what you want to see. Just say pleased with how things are going, I guess. Keep the morale up and all that, because I'm actually not happy, because we should be about 3 or 4-0 up, to say the truth. 1 shot on target is terrible, and 7 off is diabolically bad. However, it's still 3 points at the end of the day, so I'm not too bothered at this stage. If they equalise, however, I'm going to be very annoyed. Let's have a look at them. Just trying to think about... here we go. No, it's Atletico. I thought that was someone else. Sorry, never mind. I'm waiting for a few more scores to pop up, but I don't think, because I've just remembered, there's only 4 games. So there probably aren't going to be too many. Right, here's Mania. It's a lazy pass again. Very lazy is what I'd call this today. I know we don't have, obviously, the same calibre of players as we usually do, but still, you'd expect a certain standard. And that is not being met at the moment. 7 out of 11 shots are off target. You really don't expect it. Here's Rakitic. Plays in Mania. He's found Rafinha. And again, the shot's just being blocked by Benfica. I mean, I always say, oh, it's terrible shooting. Why are you just whacking it straight into the player? But I always forget, of course, let's give the defender a bit of credit. He's probably got his block in quite well. But again, if you just sort of look here, it's all us. I mean, they've had a few highlights. Kostas Mitroglou has come on as well for Benfica. Maybe they can... I wonder if they're going to launch a counter. Pizzi, he's another one. I feel like I know his name, but I can't point from where. I've not really seen much of Benfica. Oh, hang on, here's a chance for Mitroglou. We know how good he is. If you watched my failed, absolutely appalling Fulham save, really selling it there, aren't I? No, it's still going to be a Benfica highlight by the looks of things. Still going. That Georgios Samaras. That's not Samaras, Samaris. Sorry, can't read. It's pressure though from Benfica. This is a long ass highlight. Trying to continue talking during this time. Don't dive in there, Vermaelen. Goodness me, I thought that was going to be a penalty for half a second when Vermaelen went right through him there. But we're on the counter and it's still going, this highlight. There we go, finally ends. But frankly, what was the point of that? Did anything really happen in that highlight to warrant it? Extended highlights are weird. James Milner has put Liverpool 2-1 up against Manchester City, which is really good for us. Anyway, back to 3-1 now, actually. There's a chance for Benfica, and that was a chance. That was a real chance. Should have done better there. I think that was Silvio for them. Deary me, should have done better. Right, here's Rakitic. Oh, he's found Mania, and... Okay, yes, there was a shot on target. I can't really complain there, but he really should have put his foot through it, and it should be 2-0. At the very least, 64% possession. They've not actually had a shot on target. I almost feel as if I should perhaps bring on one of the main players, one of the stars. I was going to use the word Galacticos then, but I know that's you can't describe a Barcelona player as a Galacticos because that's insulting. But we're not losing or drawing, so there's no real need to at the moment. I think that would be a bit of an overreaction. Here come Barcelona forward again. Mania now plays it to Alves. That's nice. Rafinha now is he going to do what everyone else has done? And yeah, that. Take a shot from a preposterous angle, and it just seems to get worse. A lot of people have put. Oh, now Rafinha's injured. Ugh. For goodness sake. Right, okay. I think again it's highlighted the striker for some reason when my mouse is clearly over Rafinha. We're going to bring on Messi for 15 minutes. He can handle 15 minutes. If he can't, that's very concerning. And almost certainly will have been replaced by an imposter. I need to think up a new joke, don't I? Here's another highlight for us. Messi on the ball. It's weird seeing him in a number 18 shirt. Doesn't make any sense. Here's Iniesta. Samper. Again, another shot blocked. It's just relentless at the moment. Benfica's shot blocking. I don't know if there is actually a stat to see your blocks or opposition blocks, but I imagine they will be in at least double figures from them. Just from highlights, never mind from the stuff we haven't seen. Well, there's 10 minutes to go. Right, here's Messi. Do your thing, Messi. Do what... Just plays it straight. We are just playing it straight to them. Do they have magnetised boots or something? Because that's what it feels like. Right, we're going to make one final change. We are going to take off Iniesta for Neymar. For final 5, just to see perhaps if we can kill it off. If we get that second goal, that will do it. But at the moment, it's very edgy. Away from home, anything can happen. And that's exactly what I did not want to happen. So Messi's picked up a knock, but he seems fine. Now, Samper is going to get sent off because he's just hacked down... For goodness sake. Right, Messi's injured apparently, but there's no little thing on him. Oh, for the love of God, I'll just make that final sub. Right, Rakitic, come on, pull him. Right, he's going to have to play defensive. I know he doesn't play there usually, but I'm going to have to... He's going to have to play as a deep line playmaker. Unconventional, I know. But we're just going to have to... Again, I'm also going to pull it back to defensive. And, oh, it was a quick free kick, I guess. And Matroglu smash it over. That's literally gone into Rosed. I think... Oh, Messi with a free kick. Is there going to be a breakaway? No, Messi still has it. Right, can we not just whack it straight into their players and give them a chance to break? This is better. Just keep in possession. Alves. Messi. No, this is better. Good. Not shooting. And Mania does exactly what I didn't want him to do. And there's... Oh, Gaitan there. Number 5, Riano hesitated slightly, but it actually worked in his favour because he held his line. I was going to criticise him for that, but no, it's actually well thought out piece of play. Right, 1 minute to go. This has been a weird game. Like, we've dominated, but you wouldn't know it. Well, look at that. Half our shots have been off target, and I can tell you now, they have not just whizzed by the post or anything. They have been miles away. Absolutely miles. But should we use the old cliche of, this is a performance champion, grinding out results when, it isn't their day, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'll say that. I've got one final attack here to deal with. Benfica, it goes in. Alves clears it. That should be it. Come on, Messi, clear away. Just put it away down the field. That's it. That'll do it, surely. Yep, there we go. Well, you could make a point to say that we got away with it. We got away with that today. Yeah, no, that doesn't apply to everyone. You berks. So, a mad game, really. 2 sendings off, and Rafinha going off injured. Let's see what the... how bad it is. So that's the final game of 2016 on Boxing Day. So we get the Christmas off, I guess, or the rest of the Christmas period off. And it's another bloody 5 to 6 weeks. Right. Yeah, it's dismissed for a bad tackle. We're going to issue a warning. We're not going to appeal either. And he accepts his warning. We'll talk about World Player of the Year. It'll more than likely be Messi because, you know, this game is such a hard-on for him that he'll almost always win it. Even when he's like 34 and he scored like 3 goals a season, he still wins it. Right, so Vermaelen, very close to triggering that clause. Fine. Fine by me, I'm not bothered. We've got one final game then of the sort of first round, so to speak, the first lap of this league. And that is going to be against the bottom of the table Inter Milan. So if we win that and Arsenal lose, we go on level on points with them. So pretty good, I think. So overall, a pretty good episode. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did enjoy it. And I will see you next time for the Inter game. Until then, bye-bye.